of the
Yes,
pathologist,
just
and I saw him when he was opening his bag. When he was opening his bag, the pathologist was opening his bag, I peeped into his bag. The only thing I saw him put inside his bag was a white paper. White paper.
Sorry, JoJo.
What were you looking for inside his bag?
Of course,
it was looking for the red seal.
I had to know. Maybe he brought his own result. Maybe the result, he did not bring it out. Do you understand?
Okay.
Maybe he did not bring the real result out. I peeped into his bag. He was putting in a white paper inside his bag, and that bag was empty. Aside the paper he was putting inside, he brought two handouts. He brought to the inquest. 2 handouts. One for the magistrate, and Sanshitu was holding one.
Sami Jojo, notice kini. I don't know, maybe you went to inquest at the first autopsy. Ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ first autopsy yẹn paparano, ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ka result, inú brown envelope náà ti já result yẹn jáde. Eléyìí just like pé àwọn higher education just like higher education.
A4 papers.
Oh my God.
And honestly, I think we should weigh the gram of that paper. Maybe it's up to 1 gram. Maybe it's up to 1 gram.
30 million designer paper.
We check the paper with maybe it's up to 1 gram.
I swear to God Almighty Allah. Paper yẹn gan, file yẹn gan, ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ kò níwò rárá.
But having said that though, if you take a copy of the previous autopsy report and then we do a comparative look and feel, apart from reading the doctored words, you can tell. Normally if somebody copied somebody, you always find out. I don't know whether you understand that, Supreme. If I copied your work, right, and just use a different language, I'll still know that you still know that I copy your words. You know that, even though
yes, of course, yes. And I think prior to that time, we have the intel that Sam Jojo saw now, that it's a junior colleague that will be coming to read Baba's handouts, and he will never go against the previous one because it was a senior colleague that read the first one, and this is going to be a junior colleague, and he will never go against the second one. And I think they also said both came from last two.
I think I had a conversation with you, and I said it online. Do you understand? Because when I discovered
you said it on live,
I said it online too, and I was told the pathologist that is coming that is a junior colleague, as in Omode junior C anything government alone, and don't line. Do you understand that? Don't expect anything. And that was the main reason why I decided to go to that inquest, just to confirm what I was told. Because I got this information from the right source, that the pathologist is a junior colleague. And I want people to bear me witness now. I want to see the first, when the first consultant came for the government autopsy. How many years in service? I think he said about 35 years or something. This one, Okereke, is only 25 years in service. So you can see that it's actually a junior colleague. The first one that came from government, hold on now. The first one that came from government had about 30 years experience or something. So this one only had 25 years experience. So it's junior colleague, And I was told,
when it comes to professional work, you're right about what you say. But the years of services or years of experience doesn't mean the guy could be junior. If you understand what I'm trying to say. So, but what we could do here is a request for the pathologist report, and then do a comparative static analysis against the previous report, and then you will know whether this is just a
Richie,
copy
Richie,
of.
Richie,
Yeah.
Richie is, for me, I think it's a waste of time because the both results were uncertain. You understand? If assuming the both reports like against the other one, I will have said we should analyze it because there's no need. What are we
Yeah,
going to
that's true.
analyze in these both
That's true.
reports? It's unnecessary. We rather go for the confession that we had on ground with these people, because right now, all whatever they've been waiting for 17 months about the toxicology or autopsy are rubbish. As far as I'm concerned, the confession statement of these people have nailed them and have shown that this guy actually died in the house. It's just for police to drill these guys. Let them say the truth, how this guy died. What is police looking for? If the wife agreed that the husband died at home, but give us a different timing when he was brought to the hospital. Now the driver, who is an external person, is telling us the time he heard this guy dead. Then there's a lapses here. Everybody in that house, they corroborate their timing. Even the Russian time is even different. The Russian say he didn't sleep here. The driver say everybody slept in that house. So whatever they have been saying, they lied. I don't understand what we need.
That they called him
By
around
11.
11, and the driver said he
even
was called around 12, that he should go and report
God bless you.
himself.
Even though, did you understand me, Madam Mary?
No, I think the first call to the driver was 9 o'clock.
It was 9 a.m.
9 was
Yeah,
before
the
the
first
report.
call.
All right, guys. Those of you were there, three of you, Sam, JoJo, Leo, and Wongoko. What the first was it message or call? 9 a.m. That one. Is it message or call?
You mean the driver?
Yes.
It was call.
The first one was it called
I
a message?
didn't hear you very well. I only heard 9
message or
a.m.
call.
Yeah, when I called, I called Sammy JoJo. Sammy JoJo also said it. Both of them were called.
Yeah, it was. I made the mistake. I didn't hear him very well at that area, but I only had 9 a.m. So.
Okay. So
if
The driver said 9 o'clock. Somebody called him. I told him, "Hello, go and report yourself in the police station."
You know, at this point, that first call, that the guy doesn't know who called him. If police want to do their due diligence, they could actually do an investigation on the call, where the call came from, who called him.
Well, I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't think doing investigation of that call actually will play any role in this. Because indeed, in fact, Darosha did confirm that they called him around. Wait now.
He's going to play a bigger role.
Wait now. It will not play any role. In the sense that Darosha confirmed that he was also notified around 11. So if this guy was called at around 9, Darosha said they called him around 11 that Mohbad is dead. That is on that Tuesday. So at least 9, 11, 12 is still within the same time frame. So whatever, we can now average those 3 times and say for sure the nurse gave us the fact that she came at 2 or 2:30. Definitely she is off.
Yeah, it's
definitely off. She is off.
It's wide off. It's wide off.
So you play a role now, but you cannot say, what you are saying, you are not justifying yourself. You are saying it can play a role, not it cannot play a role. Sure, you get supreme. It can play a role.
What I'm saying is that now he said 9 a call came in, and 12 another call came in, and Darosha also confirmed that he has an 11 o'clock call. So average those 3 calls, right? Average them. We can say, even give or take, give it 12 o'clock that Mohbad died. So the question now is, who did the nurse treat at 2:30?
Exactly. So that's a good point. So the timing factor.
Very valid point.
We have already established that fact.
And again, the driver said when they came back,
And that is
nobody
going to be
went
part
out.
of
They
our
all slept in
reports.
the house. They all slept in the house. Even the Darosha itself was in the house.
So,
Another point to know that which can be a minor point. The fact that the driver was waking up at 3 a.m., which he declined because he said he hasn't got enough fuel in his car, right? To when he said he had the noise about Mohbad at 3 a.m.
That means situation arose at that time.
One minute. And later on in the morning, Wumi came down wearing boxer shorts and all that, and said, "Oh, I didn't know that you slept here." Where's that story coming from? Because you were aware what's happening, the emergency that happened at 3 a.m., and you will know they were talking to the driver. So how come you're now saying, "I didn't know that you slept here"? I don't understand that.
So, what I want to say here is that, Papariano, if we look at the short video they did, Mohbad is dead, and within Mohbad's car, because they knew that they couldn't have drove that car out of the house because that car was parked. If you look at the video, the car was parked, and that's why they did a 3-second they did a short video to not alarm people within the community. Because if you check that video, it was only OG, the guy, the camera guy he was the one that was just announcing Mohbad's death, and nobody had a reaction. There was no noise in the car. Everybody was silent. He was the one that was doing his hand like this. Mohbad is dead. And nobody had a reaction. Everybody was just quiet within the car. If you notice that video, everybody was quiet in the car. Nobody had a reaction because they didn't want it to alarm. Maybe the driver was parked there early Monday morning, and they didn't want it to alarm because
they moved Mohbad car.
That might be after that driver has left.
Yeah,
that might be after the driver
exactly.
Has left.
That would have been on Tuesday, not on
Monday.
Yeah.
It can be on Monday because the driver left around 11 on Monday.
No, apart from that.
12. The driver left 12.
There's no way Mohbad will sleep in the box, sir. There's no way Mohbad will sleep in the box.
No, listen to this. Listen to this. King of the South.
Can I throw something in the mix? Now, that means that's Monday when Prime Boy was calling for his bag at 8-something in the morning. The Prado driver was still in the house all through.
In front of the house, yes. That's what it means. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And don't forget, when Wumi said don't come now, it's because Wumi don't want the driver to meet with Prime Boy.
I don't know if it is the driver to meet with Prime Boy.
Because if Prime Boy did call 8 a.m. or whatsoever, I will tell him to come. Yeah, there's no way. If they told him to come, they were telling him not to come to the house now, right? So believe me, that's why I'm saying that Wumi was literally telling Prime Boy not to come around. Prime Boy wanted to come by himself before. Probably that's what I think.
Yes.
You're right, right?
And Wumi didn't want him to be around because the driver will see him and Prime Boy will notice that something is wrong. Prime Boy may want to see Mohbad. And that will be against their plan. So don't come here for now.
And don't forget the driver has tried to knock at 8 a.m.
About 1 o'clock. So that was after the Prado driver left.
Has left, exactly.
So, Papariano, what time did Mohbad, this guy, Prime Boy's manager, went to the house to get Prime Boy's bag?
About 7 o'clock p.m.
So, which means he has to collaborate if he saw the
Sorry, guys, we are speaking. Let's put Tuesday.
So the driver have left.
Confused. Guys, please wait. When we are mentioning time, let's put Tuesday. Let's say 7 p.m. Tuesday or Monday. People are getting confused, please.
7 p.m. around roughly 7 p.m.
Monday morning.
Monday evening p.m. I said p.m. Monday p.m.
He left after 4 p.m. on Monday. And he get there to 7 p.m. on Monday.
Who?
Prime Boy manager.
No, he did not. They were around. He got there around 7 p.m. Let me tell you, I have the chat here. I have the chat. Let me go to Prime
Was
Boy's
coming
chat.
from. So, okay, you are still right, Papa Mama. That is corroborating what you
No,
said.
but he didn't leave the house around 4. No, because even at 5:10 before, like, let me go to Prime Boy. It was around 5:10 p.m. Monday that Lifestyle said, I'm still waiting for the Uber to come, but nobody is coming this way. It was around 5:10. Then later, this guy now said, my G or something. It's like Burukotope is coming to pick it up. Let me look for Prime Boy. Gallant, okay, let me give it to you.
Paparano another thing ni pé mo ń wò pé ta ló lè ní nọ́mbà driver yẹn lọ́wọ́ tí ẹ bá ṣe Mohbad, Wunmi and Darosa.
That's why we want to know the call is traceable.
Wait. What did you just say, please? Say it again.
Mo ní ta ló lè ní, don't forget, driver yẹn under company ló wà. You understand? Ta ló lè ní nọ́mbà driver yẹn lọ́wọ́ tí ẹ bá ṣe Mohbad, Wunmi, dem bóyá Darosa.
I don't think Wunmi will have it though. Why will Wunmi has the driver's number? I think Darosa and Mohbad probably.
Yeah, exactly. Protocols.
Like, yeah, exactly.
But again, we don't know who paid the boss. What if Wunmi is the one that paid for the ride? So Wunmi may know. We may contact the boss.
Wunmi pay him. Driver
I don't mean to repair glass. I mean when he came now, when they hired the Prado, they must have paid some certain money. So who paid? Who called them? Who even called for the Prado?
I think Mohbad did.
So Wunmi, Darosa, and Mohbad could have had the number.
Yes, because driver ẹni pé ìgbà tó òun knock ní 8 nobody tó answer 9 nobody then 11 o'clock Wunmi jáde sóhun Wunmi sọ pé ní ìgbà wo ló dé òun wá ní òun ò lọ bẹ̀ wọn kọ òun ibi tó ń sùn ní ilé Wunmi wá sọ fún yín pé ní ẹnu gate ló sùn why tí ò fi wá sí inú ilé òun wà òkè ní ibẹ̀ pé everybody ti wọlé lọ ó ní Wunmi wá sọ pé ní òun bọ̀ wá Wunmi lọ sí òkè pé òun fẹ́ lọ bá Mohbad Wunmi lọ sí òkè ó dúró more than 45 minutes before kó tó wá bóun nísàlẹ̀ padà ìgbà tó máa bóun nísàlẹ̀ ó walk òun lọ sí ibi POS tó wà níwájú ní ẹ̀gbẹ́ ilé wọn láti lọ ṣe transfer fún POS yẹn ó dẹ̀ sọ fún òun pé ibi tí ẹni tó máa wá ṣe mọ́tò yẹn o wípé àwọn ti send owó síbẹ̀ láti lọ gbé mọ́tò yẹn lọ kó lọ fíìsì gíláàsì yẹn.
So when it comes
observations, ma.
Boys.
Another. Sorry, I want to say another observation.
5:54 p.m.
Okay, 5:54 p.m.
ló kúrò lé lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀dọ̀ Mohbad láti lọ gba báàgì.
Okay. Mo rò bá after 4 ló pè.
5:54 Prime Boy said OG he is on his way. Meaning director were on his way to go and pick up the bag. That was 5:54 p.m. Okay.
On
Monday.
That means the driver must have left then.
Yes. Then Lifestyle left the house at 5:16 p.m. Because Lifestyle said, no did house like this, so me, I don't go my side. Okay. And at 5:10, just to let you know that he actually left around that 5:16. At 5:10, prior to leaving, he sent Lifestyle on Monday, 5:10 p.m., sent Prime Boy a message and said, bro, I no see dispatcher, none they accept request. So that one was begging him, please now try. I be make he carry Uber come collect him. He did not respond. Then at about 5 minutes later, he now said me, I don't leave this place. So I don't leave the place as they go my side. So that means gbogbo wọn ló sùn síbẹ̀ yẹn. Even when Lifestyle said he left the place around 11:30, Lifestyle lied. Lifestyle lied.
Even that Russia slept in
I don't even think Lifestyle went to the inquest. I don't think Lifestyle went to the inquest.
No, he never did. Never did.
Only DJ Bami went to the inquest. I don't know why Lifestyle did not go to the inquest.
Did they
Because he
ban
was
me and
discharged. That's why
Darusha?
he's now in England, right? He was discharged.
Yeah, that one is the one in England, yeah, but that's not.
Leo, kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan mà?
Wọ́n tí mo fẹ́ sọ pé observation mi ṣe mọ̀ pé nígbà tí they were asking the doctor if he saw any of his relatives on that day, he said he saw some guys. But after interview of Cynthia, like 2 or a day after interview of Cynthia, they now found out that Cynthia was even sitting at the reception. You can remember that it was the CCTV that now made him to see that Cynthia was even around and was sitting at the reception. Someone else was carrying the baby.
And
Yes.
CCTV yẹn náà ló sọ ìgbà tí nọ́ọ̀sì náà ń bọ̀ wá because nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn kò dúwá pẹ̀lú wọn ó late ẹ̀yìn wọn ló dé. According to doctor, nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn kò dúwá pẹ̀lú wọn.
Repeated.
They still will have time to carry the baby to the clinic or to the hospital while they were rushing Mohbad back.
Yes,
You can
they
imagine
carried
this.
the baby. Doctor said it was a guy that was carrying the baby. It was the baby the doctor saw. So they never knew that the mother was even there. So it was later when they checked the CCTV, they now found out that the mother was there and she was sitting at the reception. So within us, someone knew the husband, they announced that the husband is dead. You could not, there's some reaction you do, but that reaction was not there. It means this man has died even earlier before they got there. So gbogbo ekutofesu, they've cried those ones at all. So I don't see why they announced to you that this person is dead and you are still calm. So that's just another observation.
Because she said she was unconscious. Immediately they announced to her. She didn't know how she met herself back at home. We want to see if truly she was unconscious after she was leaving that. I thank God that was the last.
Yes, the doctor said if the request for it, if the court request for it, that they have.
So they should make it available. Yeah, I like that hospital because they can keep that footage. It's very important. Because she told us she didn't know how they took the body back home. She just found the body and herself in the house. She go explain tire. She was so sure of that Tuesday. The nurse came. Go and check the AIT. You will know that this girl could not put her words together. My husband died on Tuesday when the nurse came after 2. Okay, the driver now is saying otherwise. You, Wumi, you will tell us another story on this driver. And the second nurse, we are yet to come out to debunk to tell us who is the second nurse is. Because you told us you have to call another nurse.
Take the driver away from this TikTok because very soon Wumi is going to be saying, oh, they are giving him gift. They are telling him to say this about me. They are changing. I don't know why they interviewed him. I mean, no big deal, but there's no point.
Madam Mary, it's as quick as possible. We need to make this driver statement go viral 100%. If it's going to be granted under interview, we sponsor it to AIT or Channels TV to make this his interview go viral.
Yeah. Rotimi, the CTC has been documented, right? Whatever I said.
No, I'm talking even about his own. He leave the CTC. I'm talking about the confession, the interview now. let a media interview him.
What interview
Right,
are
as
you
it is
talking about?
now, let him go to any TV station. Let's sponsor him. Go along to it to go and narrate this story. I just narrated because he did another video. I don't know if I watched that video. There's a video interview that he had that he has done
Really?
again. It's on Faboni. Yes, it was
Okay.
stunning on Faboni. Yes, I watched it today. He did
Okay.
another video. It has been on viral since yesterday. He did another video. So that's what I'm saying, that we need to cancel and let him go to a TV station and make it official. This is statement. But if this is what this guy have told police, and police will refuse to nail those people in the house. And up to now, the 3 seconds the police is handling like baiting a baby.
You know, Aristotle was asking a question. This is quite
What was
very
the
good. What you
question?
said. Aristotle was asking you. I think he's still here. Actually, he did ask you that.
What? Aristotle, we are here. What was now your question that time? He's
Yeah,
hearing us.
I think it's on
Because
call.
we try to look at what because if the driver have told police this kind of state, look at how weighty this is. That this guy was in there. And look at the timing. And thank God the driver is speaking at the end of their interrogation. At the end, all of them have spoken already. Now the driver is saying otherwise. And I say that if the
You know,
driver told police this story,
the question is, don't let us be too overzealous, or I would say maybe too much reliance on the driver's
Richie,
character.
at this moment, at this stage of justice, okay, go ahead, bro.
1 minute. Honestly speaking, we don't have to be too emotional about this, right? Although we are very, I would say probably 80% convinced that driver has not, it's not yet compromised, right? From the statement, which is contradictory to what the scripts are saying. So from that perspective, we want to believe his story, right? But let's look at it from a needle eye, right? What could have been the reason for the driver coming out and saying things the way it is now? I just want us to look into that aspect as well. Then that will give us an advantage to in order for us to follow his. We follow his antecedent. You know, remember what was said today, which Paparano tried to quickly correct it. That he's been saying some stories which are completely different from what he has said before, right? So we want to try as much as possible.
You mean the driver?
Yes.
You mean the driver?
Yes.
That I have been saying some things before. I don't think he has come out before to say anything.
No.
The police told us.
No, he went to Arifa's platform and he was saying something.
No. It's after this one, not before. It's after the court, the corona now.
Yeah. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We're saying
so
the same thing.
We are saying the same thing. What I'm saying, the way you said that, as if he has been speaking before that, he's now changing his words. That's what.
No. We said what he has said 2 days ago, and compared to what he was saying to Arifa this evening, and Paparano tried to correct that. And listen, it's still the same, but maybe just the way, the context of the way.
I heard that.
Yeah. So in order for us
to prevent
such occurrence happening, we need to kind of look it holistically.
You see, Richie, the most important part.
Has he come online? I don't know.
Yes, it came online.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Richie, the most important part of the story of the driver is what me I'm focusing on, which is the house. The house has been a mystery to every one of us. What happened to Mohbad? We know a little bit about the show because Prime Boy was able to corroborate 1 or 2 things. Now, the driver has said something about the show. Now, who followed Mohbad home? We are uncertain if this guy really got home. But thank God, it has been established now that he got home through the driver. Because we haven't heard from the driver all this while. Okay?
Now can I play devil's advocate? All right, to me. I know you're overzealous about this.
I am.
Hold on a second. The spending story about the bridge, right? I was excited yesterday too. And the 2 story about the bridge, the driver disagree with that. Why?
You see, yeah, you're correct, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Driver is the one driving, okay? Spending story did not clear. And I'm going to tell you, the only way spending agree with the driver is that Mo and Wumi fought in the car all the way home. That one, both of their words were the same. That the driver said she even locked clothes on Mohbad. And Spending went ahead to say that he was the one holding Liam and he had the door. They wanted to, open the door of the car.
So why would Spending be saying that story then?
What I'm saying is that there are stories they are trying to put together. We all knew that Spending didn't tell us the true story, but he brought his own story just to add pepper and to some parts of his own storyline.
No.
He never told us what happened. Hold on, Richie, don't cut me off this place. Don't cut me down here. You have the floor. He never told us. What I'm after is what happened at home. What happened in Mohbad's house. They all have never told us what exactly happened in Mohbad's house. Spending gave us a narrative of the story from the show to the house. But Kilo Shell and Nile Mohbad go. They've been running away this matter. And the clue we are getting close now is the driver now who slept inside the compound, outside the house. Okay? And his storyline.
Don't forget there's a back door.
No, Richie, just hold on. He slept inside the compound, outside the house. There's a back door. If there is a back door, you will still come and open the gate now, the big gate, and go out, want to go out. There won't be gates at the house. There's back gate. You only have front gate, isn't it? And the guy parked close to the gate. So no matter how you want to go out, you will know that somebody was going out. Okay? Now, and he won't sleep immediately they got to Mohbad. Right? That's my assumption. He will not even sleep immediately they got home. He won't sleep. He might still take a little while in the car, open the car, whatsoever, just to say maybe 30 minutes before sleep can take him. Right? Now, what I'm saying is that if this guy is narrating the story of inside the house at 3 a.m., a situation arose that caught his attention. They woke him up. Okay?
Yeah, they woke him up at 3, according to him. Yeah.
Yes, they woke him up. That caused for a concern. It means it was an intense situation to wake him up.
Yeah, because they were pleading to him that they wanted to use his car. And he said he has enough fuel.
Yes, he's very down.
And one thing that's more important here, one thing that's more important here is that they actually use Mohbad's car at that point.
Yeah. You get that? And the same set of people told us the next day that on Tuesday, that was on Monday morning, okay?
That Mohbad's car wasn't working.
So when was the car broke down?
Yeah.
And they had to go and use the neighbor's car. You see the lines of lies from
so at 3 a.m. did they jumpstart the car or just the car was working normally?
You get that? They took the car out and they came back in. And now the question is, how many guys did you see going out? How many guys did you see coming in? Because you will know when they came in. You will definitely know when they came in from the pharmacy or wherever they went to. You saw them going out.
Not what I'm trying to say. The driver, it's good that the driver told us that Mohbad was brought in alive, right? According to him, okay? But what actually happened inside the house, he has no view. You know what was happening inside the house.
Richie, has anybody told us that situation arose that will make them to wake the driver in their storyline all this while? Have they told us that we even went to wake the driver of the Prado that brought us in to take us? Has any one of them made mention of it?
And another question I wanted to ask the driver: normally, when you are working for a company or you have that kind of minor accident with the broken glasses, you take pictures. Pictures of whatever happens. Does anybody ask you about the pictures?
There was never time to interrogate the driver, according to them, who went to the to the show, and that is the main reason I said we should get him
Because
on board
normally you take the
for
picture
more.
inside
Do you
and
understand
outside,
me,
just see the
Richie?
blood stains on the carpet and all that.
Yeah.
That would be
Now
crucial
that's why I say we
evidence.
should get him on board for more interrogation. They should get him on board for more interrogation. Okay. And this is the only way we can punch if he's lying or he's saying the truth more. Right? Because what you are asking now, if peradventure is able to face media, maybe on TV, because the guy was so confident talking on the video I saw on Faboni. He stood and was narrating the whole story. You know, it was not like stammering like the way Wumi was saying, and you will know when someone is lying or putting words together just to make it real. Now,
Yeah,
my
because
concern is this.
those pictures are very good evidence. If it's
Oh, of
and
course,
normally,
maybe he was the one that even gave police the picture the police showed us in their preliminary report, because he has already gone to fix the car. That next day, Wumi gave him money. I don't know if that's
was
what I'm
it
saying.
money? Was it money or it was sent
No,
somewhere?
no, it was sent
Whatsoever, it's still the
to
same thing.
someone at
It's still the same
Ladepo.
thing. All
Wumi
things being
made
equal,
the
he
payment
went
to
to fix the car.
Ladepo. Yes.
So it's still the same thing. That means
Right? That means must
I
have
just
fixed the car.
want us to go deeper into the driver's submissions and ask
Exactly.
questions.
There's nothing
Ask
wrong.
questions around
There's
it
nothing wrong.
because
But he has said something that made us to suspect these guys in the house. And the timing, because this are my concern again, the
if you
timing.
ask me, the doctor's report is more heavier than anything in compared to the driver's at the moment.
Richie, do you say the doctor's report is more heavy? Which of the doctor? The one at
The
Perez?
doctor submission saying the status of the body.
The Perez?
Yes.
Okay, now, thank you. If the doctor say Mohbad was brought in 2 a.m. or 2:30 or 3 o'clock, right? And the driver said they report.
What
I'm
I'm
coming
saying.
now.
Okay, I'm not comparing
Which
the
of the
drivers.
doctor? I ask you a question. Which of the
I'm
doctor?
just
Perez
saying.
doctor or pathologist?
Listen, the doctor that spoke on Friday.
The Perez. Which is the Perez?
Saying the body has been dead for a while.
Okay, which is the Perez? Now I'm trying to corroborate you now, Richie. Okay, if the driver said the next day, which was on Tuesday morning, they called me that I should go and report that the person he carried yesterday is dead. That was in the morning. Are you there with me?
I'm listening.
And the doctor is telling us that rigomotives, paramotives, jungomotives, anything motives are setting.
No, honestly,
can I ask a question here, please? Leo and Owonikoko. Leo and Owonikoko, was there anywhere that the driver said that he heard noise? And what question was asked to him?
No, there was no. I didn't think there is anywhere the driver said he had noise.
Because people are now saying that the driver said that he heard noise in the inquest. Now the driver is denying that he never heard noise.
No, the driver said 2 guys came out around 3 a.m. that say if they should take them to where they want to get drugs in the pharmacy. And he now said there's no fuel in his vehicle. So they now they end up using Mohbad's own.
So it means Arifa can't hear very well then. Because they are the one bringing all these different narratives. Like they will come and they will say, because Arifa is saying that the noise I heard, I ask you. The way Arifa, let me play, the way Arifa put it. Listen, Arifa put it as if the guy said that, there was a noise. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Another thing before I let you go, sir. Another thing we say. Nami, I asked you that day for court, say, did any of those boys who follow you from the show enter the house, come out till you leave the house?
Only that boy, black boy, only no blood too. All of them. See, I got a one for front.
Okay.
Back, 2 for back, the back is for back is for the middle one or the back is for 2 there.
Okay.
Plus the rest way for the other Prado. Prado. So the food for that the other Prado who follow go. All of them they inside there, nobody come out that day. Only one point that one I said the food for the guy black tall. That one visible. What's about? Only that guy. Night come at around like home peace. I put on the Albany upper. Let me tell you, Mohbad, I say I did outside. Not the best for me. Never wake up, man, go. You know how you want me. He died when come out around that level before he was going answer me. He go out, nobody coming. Until I come out, I don't know what I come out, I don't know what another day, I don't know.
But all the time when you did there, all of them did there. And as
nobody come out. See, and what that time, you don't have to learn after 12
as at that midnight when you did there, did you notice?
All of the did around that the wife not by a class. I'm almost out into theory. So that time, I looked at myself, I said, I'm going to say Mohbad, the place where he moves, they won't go buy me. I think I don't go anywhere for that night. So I don't go out for that midnight. See, later they won't go inside, they won't go manage in collect key. Now in car, they leave, as soon as they weather in car. Before they manage in car, start now, Allah. That's not the car. So as the manager start the car, so for that, they don't go come back. And come back, they enter inside. So me, I don't get any business at that time. So my own, I collect money to reach my car that time. That's my own car that time.
And what of the noise when you talk say you hear that time?
I don't go like for you. I don't hear any noise because if you like that, they say back my way. You know they tell me out there. When I have been at that already, who are always me. Apart from me, I go out that gate. They got the compound. I can't put sugar for onion. I don't hear any noise. Only thing I have there, they can't knock me. When I know it, I'm feeling no good. I've been on sleep for this and I enter the car because that's how they come.
Yeah, so Sammy JoJo, did this man said anywhere that they heard any noise?
He did not say they heard any noise. I was at the court.
Wait now, let Sammy JoJo
No.
respond. Please wait, just read this to Niso, please. Sammy JoJo, are you there? Sammy.
Yeah, I think he's committed now.
Yeah, go on. Speak on Sammy.
He said when they came, he was sleeping in the car. He was sleeping in the car and he heard noise and he saw people knocking the. Do you understand?
No, so I said it like I was there.
Sammy, maybe you did not hear him very well, oh.
I stand to be corrected.
Yeah, you know he was speaking slowly before all they now asked him to speak loud.
Once the CCT is out, we can read it. Do you understand? Once the CCT is out, we can read it.
No. Sam JoJo, please see what we are trying to. Sam JoJo, please see what we are trying to make sure. Yeah, right. Like the way I interpreted it, I said when the driver said he was in his car, the two people came, they knock, they say Mohbad, they want to go away. So I said that was what he was referring to as noise. But what people were referring to as noise, they said, they were thinking that you said or anybody said he heard noise from the house.
We never said that.
So you guys should make it clear. Yeah, he heard noise in his car. He heard his car. Like he heard a knock. He heard a sound on his car. Right? That's what you're trying to say.
Of course, he had noise and he woke up. He was sleeping. He said he had noise. He was sleeping. Come on.
He had the noise of the knock. He had the knock of the car.
Noise of the car, yes.
Of the knocking. He had the knock. He had the knock of the car.
The knock on the car is different.
Supreme Iron Lady, are you there? Can you hear right now? Supreme Iron Lady, are you there?
Yes, I agree with you when you say I agree with you.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
But having said that, though, you know, that's a broken window, okay? So the car is not entirely sealed. So you still hear anything coming from outside.
Winding up all the glasses. So. Do you understand? He was sleeping in the car.
The glasses are not complete anyway.
Because he cannot wind up.
The glasses are not complete. Sammy JoJo, the glasses are not complete. One of them is broken.
Okay.
But the question to ask here, it was two Prado Jeep. Where was the other one parked?
Yeah, that's a good one.
And was he in the one that was having a broken glass, or he was in the completed one?
Are they from the same
Maybe,
company?
Now,
maybe, Papa, maybe the other car would left
From different
because
companies. They're
he
from
stayed,
different
he
companies.
stayed back because of the glass. And he said because
Makes sense. That
he
makes
won't be able
sense.
to gain access code, because he told women that he won't be able to have access code to enter the estate back. That's
All
why he
right.
stayed back, because of the broken glass.
The
Yes.
broken
Apart from
So
that,
now
the
we
two
can
cars
now
are not from,
establish that the
they're not
glass
from
was
the same
broken.
company.
If the guy has to wait, if the other one had to go and he has to wait, we can now begin to establish that the glass was broken that night.
Because he said he
Yeah,
wanted money to
says-
go and repair the
said he
property.
wanted
Yes, the
money.
glass
That was
was
why he
broken.
stayed.
Me, my only argument about that glass is that it's not Mohbad hand that broke that glass. That was my only argument. It's something else that broke that glass. And I tell you,
Mr. Rotimi, Mr. Rotimi,
100%.
Mr. Rotimi, let's talk about the glass. Anything can break the glass. Have you noticed a small stone?
But it's
Have you
not
been
Mohbad.
driving
It's not
before?
Mohbad. It's not Mohbad hand. I have a
Mr.
car,
Rot
bro.
Mr. Rotimi,
Not that I've been
have
driving
you
before.
noticed a small stone like this, if you are driving, on motor to man kokuta yẹn, to man gbokuta yẹn,
Omashan,
a small stone can
yes.
fall and it will shatter your windscreen.
Now, the
Small stone
question is,
while
was
you
the
are
glass
driving.
shattered
So
or it
one
just a
thing is
crack?
this.
What you said to Sammy,
See,
wait, let's do systematically. Don't be in a hurry, just hold on, bro. Was the glass, because we need to ask the driver, was the glass shattered or just a crack? Okay? If it's shattered,
that is the question
and
the lawyers were meant to ask. See, there's a
okay.
lot
This is
of
where the
problem.
picture.
No,
This
don't
is
let
where the
us listen
picture.
to,
This is where the pictures
yes,
are crucial, right?
thank you. Thank you, Richie. So don't let us be in a hurry. Let's do this because we can think very well, all of us here. And our thinking is very superb. Okay? We think to analyze deeply here. If Mohbad is wearing a ring and he's using the ring to hit the glass, and that glass broken, Mohbad, if he shattered Mohbad's wrist or his finger, will again be injured alongside. Okay? Now, if something else broke the glass and Mohbad now used hand to rub or scrub that glass in that his lower arm, it could make sense that the glass was the one that injured Mohbad, but something
Okay.
else broke the glass.
Listen, can I
But
say
if you are
something?
telling me, Richie, finally, that Mohbad used his wrist to hit the glass got broken, and where he will carry a lacration, because that's just a lacration, okay, is his lower arm.
Okay.
I will not believe that.
Can I say something? I wouldn't rule it out completely. You know why? All these tempered glasses, when they chatter into pebbles. Do you know that? For
Yes,
securities against accident.
yes,
Right? Because when it chatters into pebbles, that means then the knock-on effect to injure people is reduced drastically. That's why they made it to chatter into pebbles.
Okay, you are saying that his fingers, for him using his blow to hit the glass, his finger will not get injured.
He might not get injured.
Make it make sense to me.
That's what I'm saying. He might not get injured as you know why. Listen, this glass, right? They're tempered glass and they're hair filled, like compressed. Okay. And the way they did that is they don't want to make a glass that broke in two places because that will cut people. It can kill people, right? So all these glasses, even though they are hard to break, but once it's broken, it makes a sound, a big sound, right? Boom, like a thump. Then it goes into pebbles. And those pebbles cannot injure you as such. Do you understand the mechanism I'm trying to
what you are saying now, what you are saying is that if you use the blow now to blow the glass, his finger won't get injured at all.
He might not get injured as much, yes.
So his low arm will now carry the injury.
Let's be okay. You can say that, you know what, like, because once you penetrate, it's a surprise that you even your whole body will even go with the glass, isn't it? Because you right?
So the only
Maybe
injury we have is that lower arm.
maybe it's not a scratch injury. That's not where the blood is coming from. I don't believe that, to be honest with
The
you.
same thing we are saying. Now you get what I'm trying to
But no,
analyze
but
here.
you are saying that the glass might cannot be broken by Mohbad
The
fist.
glass supposed to injure Mohbad in his finger.
No, I'm
If
just
he
saying to
use his
you,
hand to break that glass.
Rotimi, I've had an accident, head-on collision before, okay? And the glass of my car, the windscreen, shattered into my head and everything. I only had a very tiny scratch on my cheek.
As
a living
what do I
witness,
call
I'm
it?
telling you this.
Your airbag will protect you now,
No, I still
isn't it?
this is way back 1992, 94. It's a long time
Okay.
ago. And I was
Okay.
driving a Volkswagen convertible Rabbit, right? And it's shattered glass. As a tomboy, you know what it is. And
But you know that the windscreen has
yeah.
leather in between. The windscreen might not shatter immediately, but the
No.
side the
They're
side glass
designed
is
to chatter. They're designed to
no
chatter. Are you not getting the point?
Richie, the new technology I'm talking about now, which you have tried to corroborate, but if you look at windscreen, okay, windscreen does
The tempered glasses will never chatter. I will never slash. Sorry, it will chatter because they're hair filled.
the windscreen will chatter because if you
It
look
will
at
chatter. It
if you
will
look at windscreen
chatter.
might not chatter because if you look at windscreen, look at the windscreen we're having today. No, Richie, just hold on. We've seen where you will see people breaking windscreen. It
Mhm.
doesn't shatter immediately. Currently, the windscreen you hit it with wood will not go down immediately. But you see the side windows, they will go down immediately. They will go to pieces. I agree with you,
Into pebbles.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes, but the windscreen will not do that because it's protected with leather in between. That's
In
why you see
between.
a crack
Mhm.
in the windscreen, but you can hardly see a crack in the side windows.
Okay. Now I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Uh, Now, the for Mohbad
That is why if you have a scratch on your
without
windscreen, it
force,
can be filled up and then you won't see it
yes,
anymore.
exactly. hmm
Mhm.
Now, for Mohbad to hit that window with his wrist, which it will make sense that he wore a ring. And what we are
Yes.
saying, there is no way that will break,
Oh.
okay, not his elbow directly. If he breaks the window with his ring, his finger, there is no way that his finger will not at least carry a lacerations or small injury, a small cut, his finger, because it will shatter immediately. So it's
Yeah.
not something we try to argue for that too long. What I say in his story is that the driver could not see everything. He might not even know what broke the glass,
But
but he's just aware that
as a professional
yes,
driver, he's obliged to take the pictures of what the broken
Richie, that
glass,
was
and
in the
even
night. Don't mind you, it was in the night, dead
it
night.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Your
No,
camera
and
has
I'm
a
trying to say
flash.
this. You might not think of
Yeah.
camera at the show because it's rowdy. If I've
No,
done because
I'm not
already,
saying immediately. Listen, I'm not saying
yes,
immediately.
of course, where he went to fix the
When he
glass
got to Mohbad house, right?
house, yeah, it makes
At
sense because he
least,
was in his car.
and
He need an evidence for his Oga.
I'm just wondering. So they drove all the way with the broken glass and with a baby in the car as well. I
Mhm.
guess okay, maybe temperature in Nigeria is quite warm anyway. So yeah, I'm just wondering. If you're driving on the motorway with a broken window and you have a baby at the back of the car, that's another thing to think of. But,
Yeah, because when they go, I believe when he went to fix the guy, we definitely have a picture of the car because, mind you, that car wasn't his own. He was working for somebody. Okay,
so
and then he
if
has
you are
to
saying
make a
Mohbad
report.
didn't break the car, then who broke the car then?
That's what I'm saying. He might not see what break the. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm not arguing with him, but on that part that he say it was Mohbad that broke the glass, then he will got injured more than what we saw. That is my line of argument. He will. We can
So
do
He
this
got
practice
you're
injured.
if
looking at the
anybody is ready to go
probability
for
there.
it.
Mr. Rotimi,
We're looking at
Mr. Rotimi,
yeah.
the truth is this: either he got injured or he did not. What was established at the court is there was a fight. There was a tense argument between Wumi and Mohbad all the way from the way to Ikorodu and they
The
going
show,
back home.
Ikorodu.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? And another that was
Okay.
established was
Yeah.
this:
Correct.
all of them slept in that house. All of them slept in that house, aside Prime Boy. All of them slept in that house, and the driver
And the
parked
third
in
thing is the
front of the
timing.
gate,
And the third thing.
and the driver could confirm.
And the third thing
Do you
is
understand? So either and the glass
Richie,
was
why you
broken
laugh
was
now,
not
Richie?
broken.
As I mentioned,
No, I was
sometimes
sorry, I was
alone,
reading some
Mr.
comment
Rotimi,
that this mobile using a blood thinner.
Mr.
No, don't
Rotimi,
worry, I just laughed. Sorry.
yes,
this
go
alone,
ahead, Sammy.
this alone, this alone had actually confirmed that some people were lying from the beginning. Do you understand? They were
Some people,
lying.
all of
Their
them were
lies
lying
was
in the house. They
all
were
of them.
lying
Sorry,
100%.
all
All
of
of them
them.
lied.
So I think at this point, we should just stand on the fact that they lied. Darusha lied. Lifestyle
They lied.
lied. Wumi lied. All of them. So
Spending that Adura.
Okay, let me now ask you a question. Let me now ask you a question, Sammy JoJo, please.
yes.
I want to think. So why do you think they haven't been able to convince the driver with his own script?
Now the
Why
thing
was
is
the driver
this: they
playing?
haven't been able. The driver did not understand Yoruba. Do you understand? So whatever the conversation they had,
That's not an issue. That would be an issue.
No, you know why? You know what?
Yeah,
My
it
own
will be
take.
an issue, Richie. Let him conclude.
My own take. I stand to be corrected anyway. You know the driver does not understand Yoruba. So the driver might not actually understand what was actually going on because of the conversation, what caused the fight. Do you understand? So they might thought that go need now, go here, so. Do you understand? From the fact that okay, they said paternity, somebody said he's going to throw the baby from what we were hearing from the beginning. So the driver, the only thing he said was that he knew they were cursing themselves. But the kind of curses or whatever they were saying, he
No,
could not phantom it because he did not.
sorry, Mr. Samjojo, you're saying something about the event. I'm just saying, having played whatever they tried to
You know
do.
why? They never believed the driver.
Sam Jojo, can I say it's possible that the driver compromised? Can I say it's possible he compromised?
Thank you.
Let me give you 1 point. Let me give you 1 point.
Oh yeah, give me the point. Oh yeah.
You know, in the narration of Spending and Prime Boy, they claim that Prime Boy first claimed that Mohbad baby was between Wunmi was carrying the baby. Me and you, if we look into it, for Wunmi to have given that baby to Spending, there was a very serious situation between Mohbad and Wunmi, or Wunmi and somebody. All right. But I don't think driver ever said anything that at some point Spending was carrying the baby. Spending didn't just carry the baby. Something made him carry the baby, right?
Driver said we may carry our baby
But Spending said he carried the baby.
inside the car.
Yes.
Inside the car.
Now, you know,
But if Wunmi
Mohbad
is to fight
sit.
Mohbad, Wunmi will definitely drop the baby.
Then
Papa.
followed by
If
Wunmi.
Wunmi was to lock Mohbad's clothes on the
Then
bed, he will
by
definitely drop the baby.
Prime Boy.
Yeah, but the driver should explain what he saw. You understand what I'm saying? He skipped
Now,
some
another
things.
question is, the first day he did not come down from the car. Driver should tell us more about that, Papa. No. Because why they got to the show,
So
Spending, according to Spending, he didn't come down from the car.
Wunmi is
We didn't ask the
between
driver.
Mohbad and Prime Boy.
I want to believe the driver has the center mirror to look at the back, right?
Yeah,
Not turning
yeah.
it, right? So, and the mirror covers the whole area, whoever is sitting at the back.
Paparano.
But Richie in the night, we might not even
Don't
capture
forget.
all those things.
Hang on a
Let
minute.
him make us
Night you go
realize
back
that
home.
he's
Listen,
sitting
hang
beside
on a
them.
minute. Hang on a minute, please. What the driver said, right, is spending is sitting at the monkey seat with another person. Mohbad and his family were sitting immediately at the other. Mohbad and his family were sitting right at the back, right? That's the owner's place. Somebody sitting at the front. So the two people are far back. Spending is at far back. Okay. So if Wunmi locked Mohbad's shirt at one point, broke his chain.
According to driver, Wunmi also never step out from the car.
Yeah, I'm saying, I know. All I'm saying is...
No, but Richie,
yes,
you have to put timing into what you are saying. After the show, when they were in the show, when did Wunmi lock cloth on Mohbad? When they were coming home, when they were going, when they were in the show, at what
maybe
point?
they were in the traffic.
So we have to establish that for where.
Yeah.
So according to you, where?
So when they were coming.
Oh,
so Richie, can you work with that when they were coming?
When they were going to the show.
When they were coming from the show or what?
It was when they are
from the show, going back home.
Coming from the show.
It was when they are going home. When they are going home.
When they are returning home. When they were returning home.
When they are returning home, not coming. Yes. When they are returning home. So, and this is middle of the night, and Wunmi locked Mohbad's shirt, right, and broke his chain. So obviously, by doing that, she can never do that with the baby in her hand. That's 100%. Or are you saying that now at that time Mohbad was carrying his baby? I don't think so. Maybe Mohbad or Wunmi gave the baby to Spending at the back to hold, so they can do their physical battle. Could that
Richie,
be?
do you know the thing now
tell
is
us.
this? Most of the Richie, you see the funny part is this.
Mohbad did not carry his baby. Mohbad did not carry baby because Mohbad wanted to come out from the car. Yeah.
You know, there are some critical questions that I expected Baba's lawyer or some lawyers at the inquest should ask. Critical questions. But they fail to ask these questions now. There are some questions they need to ask. Okay, the glass you said was broken. How far was the damage? Was it wide? Do you understand? They did not ask these questions. All these questions we are asking now, the lawyers should have been the one to ask. Do you understand now? But why did they choose not to ask those questions? I don't know. Do you understand?
Sam Jojo,
yes.
Sam Jojo, their mindset is anything that can be related to the nurse. Gbogbo yẹn, wọ́n rán ẹ. They are not found that confession statement.
To me, I just want us to analyze the driver's submission.
Yeah.
That's what I'm after. We all know.
But the question is,
for me, guys, the doctor's report nullified all those stories about nurse and all that because it doesn't match.
Yes, 100%.
So 100%. And we're talking about professionalism here, okay?
And that's what I'm trying to say, that the driver's story corroborates the doctor's story. If you look at what the driver said, take it backward, the timing, you will know that the driver story and the doctor's story or Perez's story is almost the same. Because the driver is making claim now that Mohbad have died in the morning that he got the news. In the morning, and did not say he came to.
But listen, the timing the driver got the news. It's not the time that Mohbad passed, right?
No, I'm just telling you, definitely it could be the next day, but it's before that morning.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't think next day. I wouldn't think next day.
The previous day, sorry, I want to use the word
before, maybe 4 hours before.
Yeah. I'm taking on Monday, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'm taking on Monday when they got home. That situation that made them to rush out, Mohbad was already dead. That was the situation. that happened in that house. That they rushed out to say they were going to pharmacy. That
Exactly.
Mohbad
Thank
was
you.
already something that happened to him at that night.
Thank you. Thank you.
So for the
Because the
driver,
call was
doctor to say that
the
no,
call
this
made to
guy
the
don't
driver
die,
was
take
on
him now.
Tuesday. For me, I think
Yes,
they're trying
it was on
to
Tuesday.
check upon the driver whether he has heard something. That's why they're asking him to go and report himself. And the guy said, "What?"
And he was saying that somebody said he should go on Facebook, that the news was already online as at that time.
But was that true? Do we
You
have any
understand?
news of Mohbad online
For
at that
somebody
time?
to
Yes,
call
you
driver
remember
at 9
actually,
a.m.
Paparano.
on Tuesday,
That
definitely
please
Mohbad
wait,
has some
please wait,
time
please
Paparano.
wait,
since on Monday.
please wait,
Paparano,
guys, please.
let me say this.
Driver
For
is
any
joking.
one of
I'm
them
just
to
listening
call
to you guys,
driver
so I
on
can
9
analyze the driver very
a.m.
well.
Thank you.
Paparano, you remember that is it Soma or I don't know, is it Adama that analyzed to us when the celebrity were posting, and you said there was a 2-line talking about the time the what do you call it now? What is this? Our region time, or let me put it that way. Maybe when she was saying it and all of that. Okay, but the driver made claim to this that they already he was already online that Mohbad is dead. He should go and report himself. Now, when they call him again the second time, they now reminded him that news is online, that when he came online, he actually saw it.
No, please wait. The first time they never told him it was online. It was second time.
Nobody told him it was second time.
It was second time. They only told him go
I'm
report
talking about the
yourself.
second time now.
Yeah, you tried to report the same thing.
No, I said
the first call in the morning, they didn't mention about death.
The driver even said, the driver even said when they call him at 9 a.m. Hello, go report yourself in at station. Then he tried to call the number back. It is not available. Driver now call two of his relative.
He called them at 12. It was on the second call.
No.
Okay.
Driver call him family, his own family.
Immediately.
Say, hello, did you have any issue with police?
Yeah,
to confirm. She understand. That's what the driver said. Òun pe àwọn family òun pe ṣé any issue pẹ̀lú police ni because I received so call. Then 12 o'clock another call come in. That 12 o'clock was the second call.
That said that he's already online, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but do we have any evidence of that it was reported that Mohbad passed at 12 on Facebook?
That is what I'm saying now. Is it Soma or I don't know who analyzed that on Paparazzi?
No, it was Naimoli.
Not Naimoli. It's not Naimoli. For a very more than 4-5 months or 6 months ago.
Soma.
Remember. Is it Soma?
Yes,
that was analyzing all of them that posted it on
that lady
so
that lives in Abuja.
No, the question is, do we have that news on Facebook?
Oh, Richie, you don't understand me. This guy that posted, they were on Instagram now.
The Mohbad passed at 12.
Yes, that they were already posting it. Okay. It gave us the time. Yeah, Papala was saying maybe it's the region. That maybe our time was different from our own time.
When I go live on studio, I will show you guys so that you can read it by yourself. I have the information in front of me, but they are claiming that Soma edited that one up at a different time. What I'm seeing here, all of them, I see 12. They put all of their Instagram, everything. Everything was there was a post that compiled everything and lists the different time that they all reacted. When Emeka, when VE, when Joe Ecom, like all of them, when Zamora, when they all respond. Nyanya 7:28 p.m. 6:20. I think the one I'm seeing here, the earliest I'm seeing here is 7:10 p.m.
Exactly, that's what I said.
According to Soma then.
No. Yeah, Soma, that was a different. Soma talk about a different thing. Soma said something else.
Because according to Soma,
again, I'm not even gonna say which one is better, whether Soma or this one, because this one too, What if it was edited? But I mean, the way this one is more original.
Because
you can see the timing
according
there.
to Summer then, there was a post at 1 a.m. on Tuesday. According to Summer,
who posted it?
Then, no.
Olamide, like this one.
She said there was a post.
Look at this person, Olamide post. Olamide
1 a.m. on Tuesday.
7 p.m. September 2023. Olamide. Frank Edoho posted 6:56 p.m. September 12. They all PM. And that's after 5.
That's after Kuramit, right?
After Perez.
So,
After
see,
Perez,
at this point, Paparano, at this point, I think only the CCT of the
we cannot substantiate aside from Zoro and Mama Mohbad who said Monday. I don't think we can substantiate any other post that we can say we have this evidence of this post on Monday that Mohbad died.
So this
earlier than that.
Now, thank you. This
so
is
we have Zoro, Mama Mohbad, driver Darusha.
What I'm driving at is where was the driver getting the information on the Facebook?
No, he said they told him that it's online. Okay, it's already online.
The driver.
You don't listen.
Richie, can they just do a simple forensic on the driver's phone? I don't know why we go back and forth on this. If the driver,
it's not going back and forth. Listen,
yeah, but the only thing that can nail all these guys is the simple forensic on the driver's phone.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about what you said.
I received a call. They will have traced the call. Who called? Who owns it? Because there's BVN, there's NIN in Nigeria, all that we registered SIM. So there's no way they will not know where the call was coming from.
Listen, I agree with 100%. Phone forensic is vital. Not just the driver, in all the people involved and the families, right? The two families. I've said it before 1,000 times. But what I wanted to say,
hold
on.
Go ahead.
Please. What I was trying to say here is the fact that the driver saying that Mohbad's death has been announced on Facebook, and from what Papa just looked up now, we couldn't even find the traceability of any report.
Richie, how he said it, you see, might be different from what we are reporting now. Okay?
What do you mean? Do you want to change his statement?
No. What I'm saying is that he might say that the person that called him might told him that
I'm not talking about the call.
Online. No, hold on, brother. He was reacting to the call at that 12.
Then who called him second time? Was it from his known people?
The person that called him.
No.
It was the agent, his agent that gave him the work. Okay. That was the second time.
Okay, that means the agent must have heard it.
Who is the agent? These are the things we need to find out, because we can see now that particular statement exposed the driver.
Rich, is even easier for us because he has already mentioned the agent. The agent is not an unknown person. So to get both of them phone forensic is easy. Oga, you called your boy, it's also time. Is it true?
Where do you get that report from?
Yes, and also, if you look at this, right? If we analyze I think that man was just managing words. He was managing words. He's not saying it the way. There's a way. There's a way. If that man, there's a way he will be investigated. That he will just be saying some other things. He's just saying things that cannot cause so much damage. He's minding things that he says. He's very careful of the things he's saying. One, I mean, that man can hear Oloshi, can hear Oloriboko. I don't even want to think, with the way the man mentioned Ogbeni, I don't even want to think that he cannot understand some certain discussion that Mohbad and Wunmi was having. Right? He's just not interested. Prime Boy was not interested to talk about all of those things, right? So they might have been a way you pick one or two things. You would have seen, did Mohbad make any action towards that child? Did Mohbad charge towards that child? Like, Omo is a common word, right? Omo nye, Omo me. you know, Kisho mommy, Tani Baba, you know, there are some things that there's a way a conversation will go that you can tell, you can feel which area is coming from. Owo mini, fumlo mi, all those things, you know. So I think
actually,
if they take time to speak to that driver, right? Maybe he was told to say all these things by his lawyer, right? Because I'm looking at the aspect of that 12th afternoon. So people said it was 11 to 12. Is that correct? The man said it is not sure between 11 or 12 when he was called.
No, he said 12. He said 12. He said 12.
Okay. The man was specific about 12. All right. He checked his time again. One, him checking time and knowing those time. It's like a planned thing. Okay. Usually people are not just conscious to time. When they hear something, I just put myself in the situation of things. When you hear something, like you want to, like at that moment you are busy with what you hear. You're not even thinking about the time. Okay, you are still busy about what you hear. You want to do more findings, and now he should have done his findings. That what, right? And the person who spoke to him should be asking questions like this: what happened? If it's his boss, the boss should be asking, what happened? Okay, and why is his boss like calling him, like telling him that the person he carried has died? It should have been like, hey, what happened? Like to the driver, do you know anything about the driver that you carry him? So it will be like a conversation where that boss will try to find out some things from him himself, where there will be some explanation that he will give to the boss or the boss will give to him, right? At least when he went, when the car that broke, there will be some discussion about how it broke, right? The boss would discuss, right? The car that you used to take somebody to the show. What happened to the car? Somebody blew it. What happened that they blew it? Were they saying you should go and report to the police about the fight that happened? Did the fight happen that they don't want to talk about? Because what if a fight happened? We all heard that a car was stopped at one point. We all hear about Obema Kenji. Were they attacked by anybody? If they were attacked by anybody, like, come down, boss this car, who did there? Come over there, hey, they mad, boss. Okay, anything can also happen. And this driver may not talk about all of those stories.
That's why I was saying that strange story.
So what if their car were attacked?
They asked him about the bridge, and he said nothing like that, nothing like they stop on bridge. No, they never stop on bridge. That's what he said.
Papano, on the timing, let me interject you a little on that place, okay? This is not the first time he has narrated his story. I want us to have this, okay? The story he's giving us now is not fresh in his memory. Rich, are you there?
I'm hearing that for the first time for me.
No, to you, but to him. I'm talking about to him. It's not a new story for him, but to us it's a new story, right? He must have narrated this to his boss. He must have narrated this to police. I don't know if that's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's what Asuka was saying initially. Yes.
So him keeping, I've asked that question before. I said, if he has narrated this story to the police, so what is the police doing by not putting the people in that house? Cook down and say, oh, the story is enough to nail everybody in the house. All the cock and bull story they be telling us, it shows police don't want to do anything.
But has it ever occurred to you as we're discussing?
Sorry, Mr. Page, I don't want to include this too on the timing area. Don't forget it's a call, and those callings on our phones will bring date and time. So he might know those times within.
He might know those times through the phone. Then that's what I trying to say.
When even where they sent him 71,000 naira to go and withdraw. Also, banks will also carry time and
exactly. Thank you, Gary.
Yes, all those things.
You're very correct. So there's no way. And all I'm saying that he has narrated this story before. so he can be conscious about the time that the event took place. Okay,
Listen,
maybe to
the bottom line is what we've been saying all the time: digital forensic, both on the phone and the bank accounts.
Mr.
Follow the money.
Mr. Okime,
Yes.
don't forget, these people are dealing with time.
They are definitely. They are
I
dealing with time.
mean, the Uber driver.
They are
All
dealing
of
with
them.
time now, of course, definitely. Why would they deal with time? You that drive motor, you know the time you came in, because what I'm saying that the next day when he received that call, he has his phone. He will have checked again to see when those calls were coming in. The story he told us now is not new to him; it's only new to us. So for not repeating himself now, but what my question is that if this guy have told this police this kind of story, even we, if they told us this kind of story, you wouldn't think about Prime Boy or whatever. Straight up, is to pack the people in the house and put them behind bars. But it's not even official to me.
Mr. Rotimi, I want to believe that this is the first time they are engaging him. Don't forget, his two drivers, two paddles.